your Alaska Link weather for Juneau and Southeast.
We are watching those waves of energy return across the Gulf, and this is what is going to allow for us to start to talk about the changes in the overall weather pattern as well, where we're going to be wetter and warmer than normal. Now, initially here, the waves that we are watching in the near future is really outer coastal impacts. We're not seeing a lot of that take over the entire panhandle, but we're still noting that as each wave moves in, it's going to allow for some breezy conditions at times this weekend. But then what we're going to continue to see is that we're going to have more and more of that energy lifting from the northern Pacific, which does lead to warming temperatures into next week, where we even have the possibility of being back into the 40s for a few days, and that could even change our main precipitation type over. Before our Friday here, as we head into our Valentine's Day, we are noting that high tide is at 2:18 in the morning and then again at 2:11. We will roll throughout the day, noting that an isolated snow shower can't be ruled out in the Juneau area. We're not expecting much for accumulation, but if you see a few flakes fly, that is due to a system that is moving in to our north. We'll look at a high just around about 24 degrees as we have some times of those strong winds. Now, the zone of the heaviest precipitation is moving its way right into that far northern panhandle and into the Prince William Sound. So we really keep a lot of that precipitation right outside the coastal areas. But we can see Saturday dry across the panhandle to start the day. But the next wave is already starting to lift its way in. So we will be monitoring some increase in that precipitation end of day Saturday into Sunday. So as we look at the accumulation, we can see the higher numbers there up through Yakutat with that system pulling its way through. There's also, just to mention, a few little snow showers there. That is due to that next system that will be moving in as we head from Saturday into Sunday. So we'll keep an eye on this for that weekend forecast. But do note that there's also some times of some stronger winds for our outer coastal areas, including Yakutat, which does bring in that winter storm warning due to the heavy snowfall and the strong winds that will be taking place here as we roll throughout much of our Friday. Now, outside of that, there will be some breaks in the clouds, allowing for 9 hours and 22 minutes of daylight here in the Juneau area. We are noting 7:30 is our sunrise, 4:53 is our sunset. Temperatures, we do see below freezing across the entire panhandle for our Friday. Saturday, largely dry, but we do watch that next system lift in, and we're already starting to see some of those temperatures climb. And then as we look at our full 7-day forecast, we are noting that climb in those temperatures as we steadily continue to at least increase a few degrees as we roll into the middle of next week. 43 by Wednesday is a possibility. Now, through that time frame, we are keeping an eye on that precipitation in the Gulf. Now, again, still looking at even next week, not strong systems, but enough that there will be chances for precipitation on the board. But with the temperatures warming, we'll have to keep an eye on precipitation type.